The 66th Annual General Meeting of the National Chamber of Commerce of Sri Lanka, under the theme of Forging Alliances, Multiplying Global Impact, took place yesterday.
As the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, in its diagnostic study regarding the root causes for the economic disaster, has rightly observed, you too have understood that corruption has been a major impediment towards sustainable economic development, and in fact one of the major causes. The starting point is to understand that in Sri Lanka we do have a serious problem regarding the prevalence of corruption. It is rampant and prevalent at all levels of government. Both elected and appointed officials of the executive have been responsible for the situation that has evolved over a long period of time.
The Supreme Court judge also commented on prosecuting corruption and tackling proceeds of crime.
It is very much, ladies and gentlemen, the duty of the government to prevent bribery and corruption. The government must also hold those responsible for bribery and corruption accountable. The government must do so by having those responsible prosecuted and punished. There are courts and there is a legal system to facilitate the prosecution of those responsible for corruption. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, what our legal system does not presently have is a law that exclusively deals with proceeds of bribery or corruption. During the last 2 years, some of us have been involved in drafting a new law to deal with proceeds of crime. I am pleased to note that the new government has endorsed the drafted bill in its full and has taken steps to have the bill published in the government gazette. That is a clear signal that the new government intends very soon to enact the Proceeds of Crimes Act. This law, ladies and gentlemen, when enacted, would enable both the police as well as the Bribery Commission to take investigative and prosecutorial action with regard to proceeds of crime, some of which are likely, and I repeat, are likely to be located or concealed overseas. Investigation of instances of bribery and corruption can be complex and time-consuming. And therefore, I would believe that there is a duty on the part of informed citizens to patiently await outcomes. It is also necessary, ladies and gentlemen, to be acutely conscious of the fact that whatever that is done to enforce criminal justice measures against those responsible for bribery and corruption must necessarily be done in terms of the law, in an apolitical and impartial manner, and giving effect to the principles of proportionality.